My grandfather never gave motivational speeches. He never sat me down and explained how life works. He just lived in front of me. But there was one thing he did that stayed with me for the rest of my life. Every time something knocked him down, and life knocked him down plenty, he disappeared for a day, maybe two. He didn't complain. He didn't explain. He just went quiet. And then he came back. Not loudly, not dramatically. He would just appear again, doing the work. Calm, like the fall had never happened. I asked him once how he did that. He looked at me and said something I didn't understand until many years later. The ground is not where you belong. You visit it sometimes, but you don't live there. I was 17. I didn't understand it then, but I do now. Because most young men never hear what I'm about to tell you. Not from their teachers, not from their parents, not from the internet. You get motivation. You get entertainment. You get opinions, but you rarely get truth. So imagine this is a conversation between a grandfather and his grandson. No filters, no pretending. Just the kind of advice men pass down when they finally understand life. If someone had told me these things when I was young, I would have saved years of confusion, maybe decades. So listen carefully, because one of these ideas might change how you see your life. The first thing is this: nobody is coming to save you. That sounds harsh, but it's actually one of the most freeing truths you'll ever hear. When you're young, you think life works like a movie. Someone will notice your talent. Someone will give you a chance. Someone will open the door. But real life rarely works that way. Opportunities usually appear after you've already been working quietly for years. Researchers studying high performers have noticed something interesting. The people who succeed are not the ones who wait until they feel ready. They start before they feel ready. Clumsy, imperfect, uncertain, but moving. Because motion creates clarity. Waiting creates doubt. My grandfather once built a house with his own hands. He had never built a house before. I asked him if he was scared he would mess it up. He shrugged and said something simple. I just kept going until the house was done. So if you feel lost right now, good. That's where most men start. Just don't stay there. Move. The second thing is this: your habits will decide your life long before your decisions do. Most people think success comes from big moments, a big idea, a big opportunity, a big break. But most lives are not built in big moments. They are built in quiet repetition. The hour you wake up, the food you eat, the people you spend time with, what you do when nobody is watching. Psychologists call this identity-based behavior. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. And if your system is scrolling, escaping, procrastinating, that slowly becomes your life. Not because you're weak, but because habits are stronger than motivation. So build simple rules for yourself. Train your body. Learn something every day. Do difficult things on purpose. Structure creates freedom. Chaos destroys it. And there is something else most people miss. Those habits are what carry you through failure. When everything falls apart, the man with a system gets back up faster because he still has something to return to. The third thing: confidence does not come from success. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. Think about that for a moment. If a friend constantly broke his promises, you would stop trusting him. But many young men break promises to themselves every single day. I'll wake up early. I'll start tomorrow. I'll go to the gym. And tomorrow quietly disappears. Eventually, something inside you stops believing you. Your inner voice loses respect for you. That's where insecurity actually begins. Self-respect grows when your actions match your word, even in small things. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Do the hard thing you promised. Confidence is simply trust earned with yourself. And after failure, that matters even more. The fastest way back from a fall is one kept promise. Then another. Then another. You rebuild trust with yourself the same way you lost it. One decision at a time. The fourth thing. Real strength is quiet. The loudest man in the room is usually the weakest. The one showing off his money, his lifestyle, his women. He's not displaying power. He's advertising insecurity. The strongest men I've ever met share a strange trait. They don't need attention. They listen more than they speak. They move slowly. They react calmly. And when they finally speak, people listen. Presence is louder than noise. You don't prove you're a man. You become one through behavior, through responsibility, through restraint. Anyone can be aggressive. Very few men can stay calm when life punches them in the face. That is real strength, and it shows most clearly when things go wrong. The man who falls apart when life gets hard was never as strong as he looked. The man who stays calm, processes quietly, and rebuilds. That man had real strength all along. The fifth thing. You need difficult things in your life. Your mind was not designed for endless comfort. Your body was not designed for convenience, and your character will never grow without resistance. There is a reason so many men today feel restless, depressed, unfocused. It's not because life is too hard. For many people, life has become too easy. No physical struggle, no real challenge, no risk that demands growth. But challenge is exactly what creates meaning. Researchers studying male happiness keep seeing the same pattern. Men feel most fulfilled when they are pursuing something difficult. A skill, a mission, a responsibility, something that demands effort. Without that, direction slowly disappears. So find something difficult and chase it, even if you're bad at it. Especially if you're bad at it. Growth lives there, and difficulty gives you something comfort never will. Proof. Every time you survive something hard, you collect evidence. Evidence that you can handle life. That evidence becomes resilience. The sixth thing. Choose your friends carefully. You will slowly become the environment around you. Your ambition, your discipline, your standards. They spread between people. Spend time with lazy people, and laziness becomes normal. Spend time with driven people, and effort becomes normal. Your circle quietly shapes your future. Sometimes growth requires distance, not because people are bad, but because they are walking in a different direction. And if you keep walking their path, you will end up where they are going. So pay attention to something specific. Find the people who have been knocked down and stood back up anyway. Not the people who have never failed. Those people are either lucky or haven't tried yet. Find the ones who fell, learned, and returned. Watch them. Their mindset will slowly rub off on you. The seventh thing. Women are not impressed by the things many men think they are. Money alone doesn't create respect. Flashy lifestyles don't create attraction. And trying too hard almost always backfires. What actually attracts people is something much simpler. Stability, purpose, competence, a man who knows where he is going, and who is quietly building a life. That kind of presence is rare, and rare things naturally attract attention. Build yourself. Build your life. The right people will notice. The eighth thing. Your 20s are supposed to be messy. You will fail. You will make embarrassing mistakes. You will take wrong turns. That's not failure. That's training. Every capable man you admire today has a story you don't see. Bad decisions, lost years, moments where everything felt uncertain. The difference is not that they avoided failure. It's that they kept moving anyway. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. And every time something goes wrong, two voices appear. One voice says, "You were never good enough. This proves it." The other voice says, "That hurt. What did you learn?" Both voices show up. The difference between the man who stands back up and the man who stays down is which voice he feeds. The fall is not the story. What you do next is the story. And the final thing, time moves faster than you think. One day you're 20, then suddenly you're 30, then 40, and you realize something. Life never paused. Every year you delay building the life you want is a year you never get back. But the moment you take responsibility for your life, something begins to change. Not instantly, but steadily, like compound interest. One better habit today, a stronger body next year, a clearer mind 5 years from now, and eventually you wake up and realize something strange. You became the man you once admired, not through one big moment, but through thousands of small decisions. Many made when nobody was watching, many made after falling down. And years later, I realized something about my grandfather. He wasn't teaching me how to avoid falling. He was teaching me how to stand back up. So if you're a young man listening to this right now, start today. Not perfectly, just honestly. Build yourself. Keep your word. Seek difficulty. Respect others. Stay calm when things get chaotic. Go quiet if you need to. Take a day. Feel it. Then come back. Not loudly, just doing the work again. Because the ground is not where you belong. You visit it sometimes, but you don't live there. Keep moving. Because one day a younger man will ask you for advice, and you'll smile. Not because someone told you the answers, but because you lived them.